Exactly. Okay, number 3. How would you describe your style? More documentary, cinematic, or a mix of both? Now, it's hard to say because you have to think, okay, well, does the couple really even know what that means? You know, what's the difference between documentary, cinematic, or both? And I think it's, you know, I think with this question, it's one of those things where it really depends on how the studio defines that, because there's no strict definition for any of these. Now, I define documentary as a real, like, run and gun shoot. Like, it's literally like, you know, they're just going to do their thing, and we're going to shoot that, and nothing is, you know, staged whatsoever. And I think of real, like, cinematic work, like, okay, I want you to kiss the, you know, to kiss the, the two of you to kiss, and I want you to do this. And I once heard, I remember a story that a photographer told me once that, you know, I was shooting with this guy, and he's like, man, he's like, I wish you were on this shoot. He said, I worked with a company, he said, and they literally were making the guy say a line, making the groom say a line, and then get in the limo. And they retook that shot like 5 or 6 times of him saying, I love you, baby. Gets in the limo.
Where do you find the time to do that in a
right.
wedding day?
Well, and why?
Right.
Because then it's forced. It's not real.
It doesn't look real. Right, exactly. And I think that, so I always
But
look
I think
at,
that's for the
some couples
that
are
want
looking,
it to,
yeah,
yeah,
some
they want
couples
it to
are
look
looking
like
for
a
that.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the one I watched the other day that someone sent me where they pulled, the groom opened the drawer and her shoes are in there and pulls them out, and then all of a sudden the camera is in the drawer while the shoes are coming out. It was like,
right. But what people don't understand a lot of times when they're watching that is that that's actually staged.
yeah.
So
well,
if
who
you
keeps their shoes in a drawer?
right,
Let's
exactly.
be honest.
But the thing is that is actually that's actually staged though. So if you want something that's extremely cinematic, you're gonna go through your wedding with the photographer doing his thing and the videographer doing his thing as well, or her thing, either way. And it's one of those things where it's just, you know, I mean, you're going to be constantly interrupted throughout your day.
And I would think
You're
that would
not
add a lot of time on to how long you need them there.
Absolutely.
Because you have to take all the time to set the shot and,
Yes.
you know, do all this crazy
Yes,
stuff.
exactly. Where I think that, you know, with what we do, you know, we're kind of more in the background, you know, kind of, you know, and letting the photographer do their thing and working around them. And that sets up that.
I'd say we were a mixture of both.
Yeah, a mixture of both. I would say, at least for our
we
company.
are a mixture of both.
I like to,
Yeah.
I like to compare it to The Notebook versus The Office.
Right. There you go.
I've seen every episode of The Office like 10 times over, so
Right.
documentary, and I do a mixture of both for sure.
Yeah, I agree.